Join me on a path from mediocrity to greatness as we embark on a transformative trip, my friends. We are setting out on a mission today to find the keys that will unlock the door to a life of amazing achievement and fulfillment, away from the mundane and commonplace. Here we shall investigate in depth the ways of thinking, behaving, and achieving that have helped people rise above average and do extraordinary things. Come with me as I reveal the secrets that have helped countless people break through barriers, realize their wildest dreams, and live the life they've always imagined for themselves. This path, however, will necessitate bravery, resolve, and an unwillingness to accept things as they are. Confronting your anxieties, releasing limiting beliefs, and embracing your boundless potential are all things that will be required of you. My friends, be ready for an expedition that will teach you a lot and give you more strength. Together, we will discover the keys to elevating your life from average to extraordinary. So be open to new ideas and let your heart and mind be open to new possibilities. Discover how to change your life from average to extraordinary. Brain Tracy, my dear friend, a lot of people think that success is a certain result or a goal that we must reach at some point in our lives. Some people say it means having a lot of money saved up, a fancy car or house, a high-level job, a well-known college degree, or even a great relationship. All of these things can help us reach our goals and feel successful along the way, but they are not in and of themselves what makes us truly successful. To grow and improve in life, we need to set goals. These goals also help us track our progress, but it's important to know that having goals does not mean you will achieve them. Getting a new car, a beautiful house, or the job you want does not mean you are successful. You should not see these goals as the main point of your life. They are just steps on the way to your final goal. Success is not a place we have to get to. It's a path we can choose, a journey that never finishes and a process that never stops. In every part of our lives, it means always moving toward our greater purpose, our vision, and the realization of our dreams. There are some people I know who are very wealthy, but not truly happy or satisfied with their lives. They are not really successful, though. On the other hand, there are people who have strong, important relationships, but haven't been able to make money. You can't really call any of these people successful. Are you ready to see how you can take charge of your life and guide it on a path to success? Let's start. If you want to be successful, you need to be clear about two important things. For starters, you need to know what you really want out of life from the bottom of your heart. After that, you need to recognize that this is the path you have consciously and carefully chosen for yourself. You are the only one who can make your life great. Don't give in to the whims of society or outside pressures. Be brave and choose your own way. If you don't, you might end up at the top of a ladder that slopes in the wrong way. Triumph should come from the core of you. Some people say that the level of success in life depends on a person's situations, skills, and unique chances. These outside things may have an effect, but they will never be what makes someone successful. Who you are or how much money you have doesn't matter. Neither does the place where you grew up. It doesn't matter if you like your job or think it limits you in some way. It does not matter how your parents treated you or did not treat you. It does not matter how old you are, whether you are 80 or 12, or how much schooling you have, whether you have a PhD or are still in grade school. It does not matter what kind of work you are doing or whether your personal relationships are good or bad. Many people have had less than ideal situations in the past and still done very well despite those problems. After finishing Star Wars, they were in such bad financial shape that they couldn't even pay for a cover for the movie's release. At the very end, when the scene where hundreds of people are enjoying the hero's triumphant return was being filmed, there wasn't much money to hire extras, but they came up with a smart plan. They moved the few people they could hire around a big hall. They took away the camera, moved those people to a different area, and then they kept recording. They did this 5 times, and then they mixed all 5 patterns together. So a clever plan came together. They were able to make it look like there were hundreds of extras in the hall at the end of shooting by moving a few people around in different parts of the hall. George Lucas owed a lot of money, but that didn't make him doubt his dream and goal any less. He was brave when he asked the studio to forgive his debts by giving him the rights to toys and other Star Wars goods. They agreed. More than $1.5 billion worth of Star Wars toys have been sold by Lucas's companies in the last 20 years. He built Industrial Light and Magic, one of the best special effects companies in the world, with the money he made from selling toys. He also had the guts to rework his Star Wars trilogy so that it stayed true to his original idea from the start. People were amazed by how well these new movies did, and they brought in a new group of Star Wars fans. When it first came out and when it came out again, it was a huge hit. Lucas never gave up on his goal, even when things went wrong, and he achieved victories beyond his wildest dreams. A lot of people feel down when they think about what has happened in their lives up to that point. I guess my fate is not to be successful, they think. In all my years, I've never been able to make anything work. That being said, everyone who is successful knows that the past doesn't determine the future. If you let your present results decide who you are and how successful you can be, you might be discouraged and miss out on opportunities in the future. It's like trying to figure out which way to go to work while looking at your rear view mirror instead of the road in front of you. Things don't go well with this. What's happening to you now is a direct result of what you thought, decided, and did in the past. You will keep thinking, making choices, and even acting in ways that got you to where you are now if you only look at your current situation and use that to describe who you are and what you can achieve. Because of this, you can be sure to get the same benefits and more of what you already have. After making $5,000 a year, you might decide that you are the type of person who makes $25,000 a year. You won't likely get a raise in pay in the years to come if you make that choice. You could make $30,000 or even $40,000 someday, but it's rare that you'll ever make more than $60,000, unless you get rid of the thought that you can only make $25,000 a year. That reality was made by the things you thought, chose, and did in the past, but they have nothing to do with your future. You will get the same results if you think and act the same way it always has. You don't have to agree with them or think the same way, though. You can change what happens when you change the way you think. You can change your life if you understand this concept. Most of us have never done it before, but the first step to real success is to stop focusing on what you don't want. A lot of people don't get what they want in life because they don't know what they want. They might have a general idea, but they can't say for sure what real success means to them. Things that you don't want will come into your life if you think about them. The things we think come true. Also, if you think about what you don't want all the time, that's exactly what will happen in your life. The moment I say not red, your mind goes to red. When I say no scarcity, you think about how scarce things are. You might be making something happen without realizing it. When you say don't spill the milk or don't slip on the ice, they hear spill the milk and slip on the ice. What we draw depends on what we pay attention to. I can show you how to get what you want if you can stop thinking about the things you don't want and start thinking about the things you do want. You could say, I don't want to be poor or have bills instead. I want to become financially free is a clear statement that you can make. I can show you how to reach that goal. Not being good enough doesn't connect with the human spirit, and you need that energy to reach your goals. Your goal should be so exciting that it gives you butterflies in your stomach. That's how you use your mind's power to help you reach your goal. A long time ago, I heard an amazing story about the famous Sir Laurence Olivier. It turned out that he was playing the famous part of Hamlet on Broadway. One night, he gave such a stunning performance that the whole crowd was mesmerized. As soon as he finished his last line and the heavy curtain came down, the crowd cheered so loudly that 10 curtains came down in total. A close friend of Olivier was lucky enough to be there for this unforgettable event. He chose to praise the actor and asked the stage director to let him know he was there. What the director found in Olivier's changing room, though, was him in a terrible mood. The famous actor took out his anger on a chair by spinning around and breaking a shelf full of bottles. The stage director was shocked and worried, so he had to ask, "But what's wrong with you? The most amazing performance of your career was just what you did." Olivier turned around with burning eyes and said, "I know I was stunning." He replied, "But I don't understand why most of us are stuck in this situation." Even though they were successful, there's still a big question mark that needs to be explained. We can't repeat what we did because we don't know the steps that led us there. We haven't found the magic recipe yet, and we don't know if we'll ever be successful again. We don't always do what we say we'll do or waste the benefits we get. or we do well in some areas of our lives, but not in others. For instance, we might feel wealthy, but not have enough in our health or relationships. Or maybe we're happy with our pay, even though we're in great health and have great relationships. To be consistently successful, you need to know what makes you successful and be able to think and act in the same way over and over again. It's like learning how to open a safe. You need to know all the numbers and make exact movements. If we do it right, the safe will always open for us. People don't always get what they want, even when they are clear on what they want and act wisely. They often do this because they don't think they earn it. To fully enjoy the benefits of success, we must get rid of all feelings of not being good enough. We all deserve the best for ourselves, but we hold ourselves back when we forget this fact. We can be successful once and then decide not to try again. Again, a lot of people look into their hearts and find beautiful goals like being a loving spouse, a great business owner, an inspiring leader, or a kind person who helps others. But because their thoughts are limited, they forget about these good ideas. Like, I'm not smart enough, I don't have what it takes. Only malicious people achieve wealth. I'm not worthy enough, or even, I don't deserve that. They just won't let themselves believe that they deserve all the good things they want. You are the only one who can get rid of these limiting ideas and give yourself a deep sense of worth again. To act and think with honor, you need to believe you are worthy. Take a moment to think about what a wonderful miracle you are. The simple act of lifting your arm is something you can direct with just your mind. For your wish to come true, all 157 muscles between your elbow and wrist must work together perfectly. Studies have shown that each of us has enough energy stored in us to light up all of North America for a week. In terms of kilowatts, that makes you very valuable right now. You are equal to billions of dollars. When you know how valuable you are and how much you deserve the good things you want, you can create a personal vision that fits your greatness. This picture makes me think of your perfect world. It's a picture of how your life would be if everything went the way you want it to. The divine manifestation, the primordial energy, the supreme awareness, or the cosmic intelligence that wants to show how great it is through you are your desires. That's why Jesus said, it is good for your Father to give you the kingdom. Your limitless potential is the best gift God has given you. Your best gift to God is to make the most of your abilities. You have the power to achieve your goals if you really want them. Our deepest desires come from our divine selves, and those selves always have the resources to make our dreams come true. Feeling like you're worthy and having a reason in life go hand in hand. We need to feel worthy in order to have a valuable purpose, and we need to have a valuable purpose in order to feel worthy. The idea of having a brand new house, a nice car, and other things is great, but do they really make you passionate? Everyone deserves comfort and good things in life, but what really feeds us is having a big purpose. Something bigger than ourselves that we can work toward and give our lives to. Finally, dear friend, each of us has a deep-seated desire to fully develop our greatness and potential. There are times when this desire is stronger and more real, but we all have the desire to be and do everything we can. Having a clear purpose is important for two reasons. It keeps our heart alive and makes us feel like we deserve the good things we want. It's not enough to have a great mind, loving relationships, and healthy bodies and souls to be truly successful. Stability in our finances is also important. Success is more than just making money. It's also about feeling the fullness of who we really are. Unfortunately, in our society, it's hard to be everything we are and live a full life if we don't have enough money to live properly. There needs to be time and money for us to buy good books and read them. It's important for us to be able to do everything that's important to us, like travel and learn about other cultures, listen to and understand great music, and do everything else that makes us happy. As we come to the end of our journey from mediocrity to greatness, it is important to keep in mind that the path to transformation is not always without its challenges, but it is always worth the effort. The power to modify your destiny and take your life to new heights lies inside the secrets that we have found and the concepts that we have investigated. However, knowledge on its own is not sufficient. What will ultimately accelerate you toward greatness is the application of this knowledge, the daily practice of the habits and mindset that we have discussed, and the mindset that you have about yourself. In order to attain your fullest potential, You will need to take consistent action and maintain an unflinching dedication during the process. As you move on from this moment onward, it is important to keep in mind that you have the potential to achieve great things within you. Accept the difficulties, rejoice in the successes, and make sure you never lose sight of the goals you have set for your life throughout your journey. There's no limit to what you are capable of accomplishing if you are dedicated, persistent, and have a firm trust in yourself. I encourage you, my dear friends, to build the exceptional life you were destined to live by daring to dream large, living bravely, and creating the life you desire. This moment marks the beginning of the upward trajectory from mediocrity
That